right, Saturday night. You know what time it is? It's time for, what time is it, Rob? It's time for the shit show.
Yeah, the shit show, Saturday night.
Saturday night shit show. And what we're doing here is I got another little camera pointed at this computer screen, right? Because this computer screen, we're also having a Zoom meeting. I'm hosting a Zoom meeting. The link to the Zoom meeting I let out in the description of a video I posted today. So this is an experiment. You know, the video hasn't gotten that many views yet. It might not get that many views at all. But yeah, so whoever happened to see it, if they want to come and join the meeting, they got the link, they're invited. Come and pop in and it'll be on this video when we put it up tonight. Via this little camera, right? Because I'm an editing wizard. Not so. But I can figure this out. We gotta have some music because, you know. Yeah, because you know if I put any music on here, just.
Right.
And we got some effects too for our. Next week will be. We won't always do Zooms. Sometimes we'll do phone call things, and when we do that, I can program anything into this, and I have other shit. So
yeah, that thing's pretty neat.
So now we just sit here and wait, and see if anybody. This is gonna be a mighty boring shit show. This is gonna truly be a shit show Saturday night. We're gonna sit here and get a little inebriated with, of course, Father's Root Beer. I wish they would sponsor us. We're going to have to get in touch with Father's Root Beer. They probably would send us some product.
Oh, yeah.
I bet they would. And we're going to watch and see if anybody pops up on the old Zoom screen. And then once I see they're in the waiting room, we'll turn this camera on, activate this bad boy, so that I can mix them together when we post the video. See how that's going to work? Yeah. The wizardry. It's like...
this is a test run.
What the fuck is that show? The Wizard of Oz. Yeah. The wizard behind the curtain and shit? Yeah.
Bike back together.
Bike's back together, Rob's bike. See what the hell time it is here. Let's get my trusty communicator. I'm put some Star Trek effects on there. 8:58, 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
To midnight.
Yeah. 2 minutes to midnight. 2 minutes and then we should have just a stampede of people coming into the waiting room. Stampede.
Fascinating.
The thing about this, though, is a lot of people that would rather call, they're not going to be either not comfortable with the Zoom thing, or they just don't know how to do all that. It's too much bullshit to go through.
Like me, I don't know how to do that.
To figure it out, I barely know. Barely know. So that's what I'm saying. This could turn into a serious shit show tonight. There might not be a single person come through here.
Practice run, see what it does.
Yeah, we're just going to check it. It won't always be Zoom. Sometimes it'll be phone call in, and I'll always announce it. I guess we'll announce it Saturday during the day.
Yeah, that's
put a video up.
Then everybody knows.
Yeah, and there'll be an Easter egg in there with the phone number or whatever you're going to call if you want to, participate or contribute to the show.
That sounds like a good idea.
I think it'll be cool.
Plenty time ahead, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Gives them time. Say, hey, it's coming on tonight. Like, tell a friend or whatever.
Fascinating.
We got some big ass bottle openers here, so we'll make sure we can't misplace these. The double's a back scratcher, see?
You're in the hands of an adolescent.
All right. Saturday night shit show. Don't everybody call. Don't everybody try to Zoom at once because we can only handle 25 people at a time in the conference or whatever the hell they call it. So we're sitting here waiting with bated breath. Participants. 1. Me. All right.
But it's a mystery, and I don't like mysteries. Give me a bellyache, and I got a beauty right now.
I'm thinking probably the phone call-in's going to work better, going to be better received than doing a Zoom. Because
they'll
Zoom,
feel more comfortable. You know what
most
I mean?
people aren't even going to be able to do this shit.
Yeah.
You know, or they're
Like
not
me.
going to feel like fucking around with it.
Right.
Cell phone or phone call, they can just go out back and call in a shed or something if they don't want their better half or something to know that they're participating in something this immature, the Saturday night shit show here. So, you know.
You're in the hands of an adolescent.
Other than that, what's been going on this week? I don't even know. I haven't watched any YouTube for so long, I don't even know what the hell's going on.
I don't know. I was watching a little bit, and they're talking about, you know, this corona coming from some lab or something, and so, and then there's like, oh, it's man-made, and you know, the guy on there had like 2 million.
They're letting that video on YouTube. They're not taking
Yeah,
that
that's
shit
what
down?
he said. He goes, I don't want to say nothing. I'm not a scientist. I'm not this. I'm not that. So I'm just giving an opinion. You make your decision, your own decision. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
That's a hot topic.
yeah.
Hot topic. Got the hot topic alert there.
Other than that, me and Jim got the bike back together. And took it for a test run the other day.
Maiden voyage.
Ran pretty good.
Nothing flew apart. Chain didn't fly out of the primary case or anything. So,
Only thing, the chain loosened up a little bit. I just felt
your drive chain.
Yeah.
That ain't no big deal.
Okay.
Make sure the back wheel's tight. The
Yeah,
adjusters and all.
That's true.
That's fine. It will tighten it up, adjust it tomorrow. Yeah, well, the clutches didn't fly out the side of it or anything, so
Yeah.
it's kind of
I was
amazing.
getting into it a little bit, but I didn't, like I said, I don't want to get into it.
When you think
that
about it,
much,
the only
you
thing
know
holding
what I
that whole clutch basket on is a snap ring,
mean? Really?
right? Remember there's two big snap rings?
Oh, yeah.
The thing
That's
holding
right.
that basket on is no nut over there.
Yeah,
You got that big crank nut that we hammered on there
yeah.
with
that's right.
with the impact, but
Yeah.
the battery impact. By Matco, by the way, any of you gearheads out there, let me tell you, I have that Matco, I don't know which one it is, I don't feel like one, I think it's 17 volt. I didn't buy the 20 volt because a good friend of mine, Bunky, brother Bunky, if you're out there, Bunky, I doubt you're watching or seeing the shit show. I think you got better things to do on Saturday night. But he's a Matco guy over by Jay's shop. And he was telling me, he said, you don't want that new 20 volt gun. It's not as powerful as your 17 volt, doesn't have as much
Really?
torque. Yeah,
Huh.
so the 17 volt Matco gun has been sitting not charged. Now I don't use its half-inch gun. I don't use that regularly, okay? The ones I have at work are the ones I use every day. This one here sits here. So for 2 years, it hasn't been charged, that battery.
Right.
2 years. And it's fully charged if you pick it up right now.
Wow.
It's fully
That's
charged.
just like that drawer over there. I don't know who the hell makes it, but that's been sitting for, Jesus, probably 5 years. You know, maybe 4. And because when I got it, it was brand new, and picked it up, and tonight it went right on. Hold that charge all the time.
So, what I will say about Snap-on,
I was just gonna say I like Snap-on.
well, I have the Snap-on half-inch gun. I have one of those as well. I have 3 of them. I have the Snap-on one, the big one, and I like the gun, but their batteries. Snap-on's always had a problem with batteries. I don't know about now. I'm talking about as of, I gave up on their batteries a few years ago. Back when Modus, that's old, ain't it?
I don't know who that is.
Modus. I had the Modus Diag platform. I still have it, but yeah, it's old. It's outdated now. It was the shit in its day. There are things I still like about it.
Is that a company just like Snap-on?
It's made by Snap-on. It's a diagnostic
Oh, okay.
tool. It's a scanner. It's a big scanner. But just like that thing, the batteries are no good. I even bought extra batteries. Every battery you get won't stay charged.
Wow.
So what good is it? You got to drag a plug around with you to take it to a car and shit. It's too much to hook up.
Yes, yeah.
So needless to say, I don't
Especially
use
older
it, but I'm not going to
cars.
get rid of it.
Right.
Because the thing about them is the older ones, even the old 2500, the red brick, all the older ones, the scanners by Snap-on, they have troubleshooter and all that shit is built into the software.
Wow.
So you don't need no internet connection. I can pull troubleshooter up and it'll tell me where different connectors are, different wires are. On Modus, it'll even show me what the plug looks like that I'm looking for and what color the wires are.
Oh, shit.
And all this shit, right?
So you don't have to look it up in a book or
no, it's right there.
like that.
But the thing is, it doesn't have to be hooked to the internet. It's already in that software that you have in the device you're holding. Whereas now what Snap-on did, they've been doing it a long time now, quite a while. You have to have a subscription. And wherever you're at has to have a subscription, or you have to have one. Right. So to get that information now, your scanner in your hand has to hook up to your internet and get it off the internet.
Wow.
So if you don't have the subscription, or if you don't have access to the internet, you can't get that. So I like the old ones, the old scanners, because it's built in the scanner. But I mean, worst comes to worst, you know, I have a small launch that and it does a lot of shit too, but I only use it because it's super convenient, small, cheapo little launch. And it, all you really need to fix something, to fix a damn car. But the other shit does make it easier, it just helps you a little along the way. A little easier to find what you're looking for and everything. It's a little faster, you know, but the extra information is always helpful. But all I really need is, I don't even really need the code, to tell you the truth. For drivability, all I need is a data stream. 8 minutes after 9, and so far, nobody, there must be something wrong with this here thing.
Working.
Is this thing on? Don't have any, ain't nobody showed up yet.
Yeah.
We might not. This is really a shit show, ain't it? Yeah. Open invitation, nobody even shows up. Well, we'll throw a phone number up next week, and I'll bet you that'll work. People will do that. And I'll hook it up to some shit, and I'll upload.
This is just a test run.
I'll upload some other sound effects. And it has, because you already have these pre-programmed, you can turn the bass down so you don't have it or participating or in the mix. Or you can turn the bass up, it has a bass line, all this shit. You can change the chord structures and you can do all kind of shit with it. But the main thing, you can plug your guitar into it in the headphones and just sit there and riff. You know what I mean? If you just wanted to riff and you want somebody to play along with, you do all, you can create with it and all too. Oh, Jesus Christ, somebody, God help us. Somebody is in.
First. Right.
Let's investigate here.
Where's he at?
It dinged and then nobody's there. What happened?
Invite. Might have to invite or look or something.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Almost burnt myself with my stogie. Participants 1. What was that ding ding? Somebody came in and then left? They must not know what they're doing. You don't know what you're missing here. Participants 1.
How can we go check that?
Huh. We can't.
Invite or
Somebody popped in and then popped out. Huh.
they're checking it out. I mean, honestly.
I don't know, man. Popped in and popped out. I don't know. Maybe they lost their connection or they changed their mind or I don't know, but they were here. They were here for a minute. It dinged and their name came up. I then put my glasses up to see who it was. It was gone. Son of a bitch. Somebody's playing games with us.
Might have been our ghost buddy.
It might have been a ghost. That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. Might have been a ghost. It's got paranormal
It's a
shit
mystery,
going on.
and I don't like mysteries. Give me a bellyache, and I got a beauty right now.
Speaking of spirits and spiritual realm, if our friend that chimed in one night we were out here, of course we had the music playing, I guess maybe he was digging that, and we were
I
drinking.
think it was twice, wasn't it? Or was it once?
It was once out here and once driving up to,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
right,
in the
to,
car.
Mr.
said show me or
yeah.
something. And in here it responded to you. We were talking about these bottle caps.
Yeah.
And you
Jack
said-
Daniels, the white ones.
Are they all white or they, and it said, yeah,
They're all white.
yeah, they're all
That's
white.
crazy. How would you know that?
And his voice was like as loud as ours, and it's clear, but we didn't hear it sitting here. But
Hey, it was calm too. Though.
when I uploaded the video, we heard it. Like he just slipped. Like maybe there's some kind of rule. He's not supposed to communicate with us or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if you're out here now, we got all this shit here. Maybe you can make some kind of noise, say something, speak into that thing you see right there, that little camera.
Yeah.
If we can't hear you now, we'll hear you on the
power,
upload.
flick on the lights, off the lights.
Yeah, do something cool, man. Do something, dude.
It'd be awesome.
All right, don't be shy.
Who knows? It might be one of our brothers that passed.
Could be, man.
Sitting there, you
What would be awesome is if it's Dave,
Looking
but
over us, right. That's what I'm saying.
but I don't know how it works. So I'd hope he wasn't just hanging around. You know what I mean? But if he is, that's awesome. But he,
Looking out, you know, watching out.
if Dave's hanging around, if he could, man, smoke one of those one of those cigarettes. He used to roll his own cigarettes that had a distinctive smell. That tobacco, you could always tell.
Oh
what it
yeah,
was.
yeah. You buy it and then you roll
Yeah,
your own.
yeah. He used to roll his own.
Bugle or something.
I don't remember what it was,
Yeah,
but
they were buglers.
he had a big ass rolling machine.
Yeah. And you had the big pouch of tobacco.
Yeah. So, I've woken up to the room like smoked a whole cigarette in there.
Wow.
Not here, So, Dave's been passed a while now, but man, that would be really
Might
cool.
not know where you're at, but I'm sure you'd find it.
I'm
by
sure
now.
he can figure anything out now.
Yeah.
Never was good with directions, and neither am I,
Me
Dave. I'm not
neither.
talking bad about you, but hell, it took us 10 hours to go up, to drive 45 minutes and back, pick that motorcycle up when I bought it on his trailer. It took us 10 hours because we're shooting shit, listening to music. We ain't paying attention to the direction where we're going. We don't know where we're going. We're just
You had a
heading in that general
conversation
direction.
Before you know, you pass it, and it's
Took
like,
10
shit,
hours,
where we
man.
at?
Yeah, because
Wow.
Dave was like, he pulled me aside. He said, I don't know if you should get this one, man. He said, it's nice and it's your money,
What
bro.
were you getting?
This bike.
Oh, no shit.
This bike. It was this dude's project. He said, but that other one in Philadelphia, man, that's you. That's some gangster shit. That bike is you, 100%.
Yeah.
And he was right. There was a bike in Philadelphia, a rigid, a shovel, that was fucking bad. And
So why didn't you get that one?
well, we were debating on the price. The guy finally called me back and said he'd let me have it for that. So he goes, we could just drive up there. By then, I had a headache from being out all day.
You were like, hell with it.
And I was thinking,
Good luck.
it took us 10 hours.
Yeah.
Well, it took us
Which
10
then
hours to
takes
go up and
another
back. So
20,
it already
right.
took, so to go 45-minute drive.
Right.
So I was like,
I'm the
Dave,
same
if we
way,
go up
man.
to
I
Phil-
go the
'cause
complete
he said,
opposite way, and then
you want to
10
go up to
miles,
Philadelphia
20
and just get
miles.
that bike, Jim? And I was like, Dave, the rate we're going, if we go to Philadelphia to get that bike, we won't be back
till
in
2
work.
days.
We won't be back in time to open the shop up on Monday morning. Another exciting Saturday night. You see, never a dull moment around here.
Yeah, this is our first
Never a
one
dull moment.
on this, so.
Rob, even Count Rob, got up out of his crib. Coming out for Saturday night. Non-starters, nothing happening, man. All right, let's see. What time is it? It's a damn shame.
9:15.
9:23. It hasn't even been half an hour. It seems like forever already, doesn't it? I know it's probably worse for you poor bastards out there watching this shit, huh? But you got nothing better to do on Saturday night or Sunday morning than watch this crap? Yep. So I don't know what else crazy's going on. If anything's crazy going, maybe somebody will share something crazy with me. I was hoping to interact with some of y'all out there, but people are probably pissed off. They probably were, because I was going to use a number, and at the last minute I decided not to go get a phone and do it that way, but to do this.
Right.
I thought this would be more fun, but it probably is, but it's not as accessible to most people. I understand that. I wouldn't
Yeah, you would practice. for it.
dedicate all that time to this, if I were just watching a YouTube channel. Well, live and learn. Saturday night shit show. What the fuck do you expect?
That's why we call it the shit show.
Yeah, I mean, if we were really good at any of this fucking shit, we'd probably be on television somewhere. Or have a podcast or something. Can you imagine if we had a podcast? Like Joe Rogan or something? How much our podcast would suck? It'd be like the worst fucking podcast ever. It would be so bad that at least it would probably have a name people would know, just so they knew to avoid it. Kurt. I'm gonna try Kurt, fuck it.
Joe up here.
This is Brother Kurt up there in Ohio. Heads up everything in Ohio. Speakerphone. Kurt. Brother Kurt, what's happening, bro? You're live with us on. Well, we're doing a Zoom thing. That ain't working out so hot. But we're working on a video. It's our Saturday night shit show. I'm sitting here with Rob. What are you up to? Oh, you're watching a UFC fight. Is it a pay-per-view or something?
263. Diaz.
Oh, ESPN. It's free tonight. Who is it? You know who's
Diaz and somebody.
Nate Diaz. Yeah, main event, Nate Diaz. Well, I just thought I'd give you a call. I ain't heard from you a while. See how you're doing, and yeah, I've been busy. I didn't see your emails lately. Huh. I might be screwing something up. It's most likely me on my end, usually. Not too much. We got Brother Harry. He's coming in here. He's going to spend the summer. He'll be here Monday. He's flying in from, he went from, I believe, India to China to San Diego. I mean, he lives in these different places. And now from San Diego, he's working over here. I can't say what he's doing, but you know, on the fucking video, I can't say. But it's an excellent job. It's a very good job, and he's going to stay with us for the summer, so he'll be around. Kurt, you got you. Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should come up and train, bro. That would be awesome, dude. That'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. Well, I appreciate it, dude. Oh, shit, man, I appreciate that. Thank you, brother. And, dude, you're welcome here anytime, man. Anytime. All right, brother, you take care. Have a good time tonight. All right, man, you have a good night, bro. Bye. All right. I'm sure nobody could hear that. This fucking shitty speaker. Oh, here we go. Now you can hear it for yourselves. You hear this shit?
Every other night.
You're not going to believe what this is. I'll tell you what this is here in a minute. You're not going to believe this bullshit. You're not going to believe this shit.
Department.
Right, where I live.
2 alarms.
Small town, right? I guess it's a little bit of a touristy thing somewhat. Yeah, it is. They actually have some of the best trout fishing in the country around here.
Yeah.
But I have to pay, you wouldn't believe what I pay for trash pickup and shit, because they pick it up twice a week because they don't want it sitting out front on the road, which I understand. So in town, the rules are a little different. But you just heard that offensive air raid siren, a huge ass air raid siren that I have considered sawing it down. But I'm just saying, in my fantasy land world, right? I never would do that. I'm not trying to inspire anybody along those routes. So it's very important what they use this for. It's ingenious. I guess it would have been ingenious back in 1920. They used that air raid siren to alert the volunteer firemen that there's a fire and they're needed at the fire company, at the firehouse down the street. Air raid siren's not even at the firehouse. Air raid siren is on the long road up here where we go out.
Yeah.
It's up there on the right, up on top of that.
And I think
tower.
each time they do it, like I've heard it doing it once, I've heard it doing it twice. One time I heard it do it 3 times. So it must be like
Mean different
alarm,
things.
2 alarm, 5.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean?
But don't they have another way by now with all our technology to notify these cats?
Yeah.
Like beepers, right?
Yeah.
You know, And instead, they're going to fire up the air raid siren. And the thing is, they fire that son of a bitch up 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock, doesn't matter when, weeknights.
First time they did it, it was like kind of like scary. I
Yeah,
was
what
like,
the hell's going
fuck
on
is
here?
going
Alien
on?
invasion? What the,
Right.
you know?
That's what I thought too.
You
I
know,
was
or
like,
is there an
what's going on,
invasive
man?
force descending from the skies, paratrooping in like Red Dawn or some shit?
Yeah.
But nope, that's what that is. That's what that is. Yeah. It's just amazing, isn't it? Just amazing. Well, and nobody signed on.
And it's been what?
The shit
almost
show's
an hour.
nowhere near as fun without any music. So we may be ready to shut it down early tonight and drink some more of these and turn some music on and play some music really loud and just shoot the shit ourselves.
Maybe pump out a little bit.
Yeah, maybe lift some weights. Nothing like drinking alcohol and lifting weights, is there? No harm in that. You can play it safe, you know. Too bad it's not cold out. We start a fire and a drum in here while we're at it. Shit show of a shit show this week, and you know we'll try it again next week. And next week we will have a phone number that hopefully some people will call in. I'll have it. Won't be this crappy phone. I can't speak badly of it. This phone, you see it all beat up. This phone has survived falls off of 3 and 4 stories and broken apart, and I put it back together.
Mine too. I've had that happen.
And it's
you know?
incredible. This
And it
little flip
always comes
phone.
back.
This is so durable. It's unbelievable. Believe it or not, it's true. Now, I went to the Verizon store a few years back and I said, this is the kind of phone I like. Do you have anything along these lines? So I was with somebody and they were getting a smartphone and all the latest, greatest shit. I said, I don't want that bullshit. I want something like this. So they said, oh, we don't have anything that old, but
Outdated, right.
we have a military spec, indestructible phone that's similar to that. It is a flip phone. And I said, oh, well, let me see that. So they brought me this thing out, and I feel,
$500.
I don't know, it don't feel too sturdy. Well, it was cheap. It was $100 and some dollars. This phone, I think, was $30. So I got it. That son of a bitch quit working in a week. They give me another one. That lasted about 2 weeks and quit working. I took it back. I said,
Strikes are out.
fuck it. You can keep that piece of shit. That is not military spec. That thing you can't survive a combat fucking theater. This phone has been in my back pocket on a motorcycle, squeezing so hard when I'm sitting on it that it's butt down, just random people, you know, this kind of phone. So, I mean, this phone's been smashed. Look at the screen, how tore up it is. It's all messed up.
I've had it where it's overheated. I've had it where it dropped and coming in.
And it's
Bunch of
still working.
pieces.
I've had it for about,
Put it back together.
I've had it since I moved up here to PA, so I've had it since maybe 2013 or
I've
2012
probably
or
had
some
it
shit.
since 2017.
Unbelievable. Anyway. Lordy. Well, that's it. I feel, once again, I feel like I should apologize for any of you brothers or sisters that have wasted your time tonight on a Saturday night like this, or maybe tomorrow morning. Oh, what the hell's this? Oh, shit. Hang on a minute. The meeting has ended. How's my meeting ended? Admit. Judd entered the waiting room. We're going to have to admit him. Let me view him. Judd. All right, I'm going to admit him. Admit. Connecting to audio, it says. What the hell's going on? Hey there.
What's going on?
What's happening, man? Judd, what's happening, bro? I can't see shit, can you?
No.
Yeah, I can hear you. What's happening, brother?
How much? How about you?
Oh, not much, man. You're our only guest.
Really?
Yes, sir.
I'm from Maine.
Maine in the house. Yeah, brother Judd from Maine.
Welcome.
I can't see you though.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, we can't either.
Trying to
I don't know
figure,
much about this Zoom shit.
trying to figure this shit out.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. All I can see, I got a blank screen. I had
Yeah, me too. I got a blank screen too.
You're sharing, something saying you're sharing device audio is on. That's all I got.
Oh, here we go. Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
thought.
I got a couple questions for you anyway after you get set up.
All right, what's your question, brother?
Wow, listen. All right, I got a twin here, right? And
Yeah.
I got air coming out of the rear push rod, and I can't figure out why.
What's coming out of it?
When I turn it over, air's coming out of the push rod tube.
Air's coming out of the push rod tube. What bike is it?
It's just a twin cam 88.
Air coming out of the push rod tube. There's a vent up underneath of the rocker box. You know about that?
Yeah, I just don't know. I'm thinking of I put cams and rings and new lifters in it this winter, and I've had a hell of a time ever since, because it's not EFI, it's carbureted, so I can't get the generator.
Huh.
Now, and the new thing is now it's blowing air back to the push rod.
Well, if it's blowing air through the push rod tube, that's coming from the crankcase. It's not vented.
But doesn't the crankcase go up into the carburetor?
Yeah, and the crankcase goes up into the top of the head.
No, it does.
Yeah, there's a vent up there. When you take the rocker boxes off, you got that little screen up there.
Yeah, it's like not diamond shape, but I know what you mean. The phone's going to the top of your head.
Yeah, that little screen. There's a screen. That screen should be. That crankcase should vent up through that screen.
No shit. But I know exactly what you're talking about. There's a little, like, the mine in the swing game, there's a little round strip, and it's like a filter.
Yes.
That's come up through the crank. You're exactly right. I've had it apart. I'm thinking it's the seals. One of the seals that I might have missed or broke. Because I've had it about 15 times trying to get this thing run.
I'm not a big fan of the twin cam anyway.
Why is that?
Well, for me, it's just the technology. It's too new for me. It's too advanced for me.
I'm not far behind you in age, hopefully. Okay? So I'm right there with you. I used to run old shovel hat and shit like that, and that was just a matter of keeping oil in them, making sure the push rods were loose. You could hear them just start tapping when you wanted to shut.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I just wanted to take your bait on that. And I admire what you do in the channel. It's pretty cool.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, bro. So when that piston goes down, and it creates vacuum, it's sucking down. That's what vents up through the case and comes up at the top through that screen.
Oh, all right, yeah. I see what you're saying. But all right. So and also when I take them rocker box out and take the rocket, the rocker arms off, do I have to set that every time when I take them apart?
That rocker box? What are you talking about?
The rocker arms to the push rods. Do I have to make sure they're on top dead center, or can I just leave the way they are when I take them apart?
I like to make sure the top dead center because I don't like that extra pressure.
Right.
But you don't have to. You don't have to.
I want to do it the right way,
But if you put it back together, if you don't have it top dead center, then I would snug them down a little bit and then walk away from it and let it bleed down some. Let the lifters bleed down some.
Yeah.
And then tighten it down some more. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know exactly what it is. But if I start out top dead center, I ain't gonna worry about that, though.
Correct. Exactly right.
But I didn't know if that was something we could talk about, what we're doing right now.
Yeah, I'll talk about that somewhat. The only reason I don't talk about that is because I don't want to put it out there like everybody else does, because kids and everybody else that has no business fucking with it, they'll see that shit and try to mimic it, and then whatever I say, they're going to do it like 2 or 3 times more. Because they're going to say, well, I got to read between the lines because nobody's honest. He must be lying, so it must need to take 4 or 5 times of that.
How much I don't know, I do like you do, you always got the food and stuff. Me and my girlfriend, that's what we do. We eat good food all the time. We don't go out to restaurants and shit, but we can't afford that. We're alcoholics.
Yeah, people have no idea how important the diet, the nutrition actually is. They have no idea unless they spend time around, like if they're here and they see how I actually eat, how we actually eat. They have no idea, isn't it?
Right.
They have no idea.
It's important. And I never thought it was.
It's way more comfortable and it's just better for you.
Yeah.
You're not spending a bunch of money.
And the water. I drink water like crazy.
Taking metformin from a cancer gene doesn't become prevalent in your body. Everybody has a cancer. Now, what do you think about that?
About what?
Metformin. You know how everybody has the cancer gene in their body?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And now metformin is supposed to stop that gene from being activated ever. Have you ever heard or read anything about that?
I haven't really, because I figured that, I think it's, for me, if that may very well be true, but I think that it's all down to genetics. I mean, it's like everything else, you know what I mean, dude? If you're going to get it, you're probably going to get it. Maybe that'll prevent it. I don't know if it will or not. But if you're not going to get it, you're probably not going to get it. But I think that the younger people are more susceptible as we continue with the younger generations. They're more susceptible than us older guys because most of the damage occurs in vitro. Most of the damage, and then after that, it's just trigger mechanisms to bring things up to the surface. But most of the damage from these environmental endocrine disruptors and all this toxins and pollution, most of it occurs in vitro.
Wow.
Like they say that literally, even us older guys, that we have more receptors for test and we have more test because the damage occurs in vitro.
That's what you said about that's what I've heard you. I've watched you for a long time, 3 or 4 years, and that's what you said about as the generation was gone forward, and our forefathers had way more testosterone than we ever thought it had.
Oh yeah.
And then you have like you say, the different species turning into unisexes. I'm with you on all that shit.
Yeah, man. They try to normalize illness,
Yeah.
And I really actually, it might be paranoia somewhat, but I actually believe that they want us older guys just to go away. They want us just to lay down, and die off. They just want to get rid of us. We're dinosaurs.
I'm with you. Listen to this. Okay. Right. See, and I'm not into dying. Okay. I want to stay alive and check it out for as long as I can. And I don't believe in doctors anymore. Because all they've done is try to kill me.
Yeah, I'm trying to hang around, if for nothing else, then for spite.
Fight everybody else. That's exactly right. I'm with you on that one. That's awesome. That's great. Now, I'd like to go because it's been a pleasure talking to you. And I want to tell you right now, got Brian from Boynton, Maine. Checks your videos all the time. And, and really, like I said, I really appreciate what you put out content. And, it's very informative to the fucking point. I'd like to go on further, and I understand why you don't. And if I can talk to you on the phone, believe me, I'll call you again on Saturday night.
Yeah, well, we need to do that. I'll talk to you on the phone, and we talk about whatever you want, as in depth as you want. But I'll tell you, Brother Judd, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you calling. I appreciate you watching the videos, man. I'm glad to hear you're out there, and you're still up at the plate swinging the bat. We got to keep going, dude. We got to represent. I'm gonna tell you right now, this younger generation, half of these poor women, they're not even gonna know what it's like they're not even gonna know what a man is. Eventually, there ain't even gonna be none left.
No, you know what you are. There's no biking like that. There's no not. It's the old guys about that, and people don't like it because we're so opinionated and you're smart enough to know when your opinion is right. If you don't agree with something. You're not quite sure. It's not enough to keep them out shot.
Well, they can feed these younger people. They feed them a bunch of bullshit, and they believe it because it sounds good. But we've already been there, done that. We've seen it all so many times and heard the story again and again. you know, and we know what their deal is. We know that they lie. We know that they do any fucking thing for $1, and they have an agenda. You know, if it's bullshit, we know it's bullshit. If it's real, then if it's true, then I'll be the first to admit, hey, I was wrong. You're right. But
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the way I am. That's exactly the way I am. You know, hey, you know, I'm not gonna argue with you unless I know I'm right.
yeah.
It make you look like a fucking idiot. Disagreeing with me. I'm not gonna say anything unless I know it's right. You know, if I'm wrong, by all means, I'll apologize for thinking I was right. You know, I'm not that small a man that I can't apologize when I'm wrong.
Yes, sir.
You know, but I'll let you go, James. It was very nice to meet you, not me, but me talking on the whatever the fuck this is.
Yes, sir. All right, brother. I appreciate you. Have a good night. Have a great weekend, man.
Yeah, you do likewise. Have a nice week.
All right, bro.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye. Yeah, you too. Bye-bye.
So they just got a video when he hung up.
Look at that crappy video. Whoop. Well, there we go. We got Brother Judd in Maine. He's in Maine, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Brother Judd in Maine rides, old school. Yeah. Out there representing,
Said he had a couple heart attacks, kidney
Stroke.
problems.
all kind of shit. He's still doing his
How old he
thing.
said he was?
51, 50. Still out there doing his thing, man. A young man.
Yeah.
Young man. All right, well, we're going to get out of here. It's been a hell of a night. That saved my night, man. That made my night talking to this brother, good brother. Went through the trouble trying to figure out this dumbass
And that's
Zoom.
weird because he hung up and then he said the full picture came in.
Well, he probably, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know how to disconnect or sign off of these things or whatever. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. I got to get another one of these fathers. We got to put some real music on. I can't even feel this. I have two of them. I don't even feel it yet. So I'm going to have another one. That's unusual for me. Might be because of the state.
Yeah, I guess like a little sign.
And then maybe we'll hit some weights. So you guys take care. Thanks for calling and overwhelming, crashing the internet with the overwhelming response on the Zoom here for the shit
least
show.
one.
All right, and Brother Judd, you have a good night, and we'll see you all next time. And next time we'll do a telephone, so it'll be a lot easier for everybody. I apologize for trying this, you know. I should know better than to fuck with technology.